Hi everyone, welcome to my Dogly community and my first video. So I thought it would be fun to kick things off by sharing I think it's five, it might be six, of the top things that have helped propel the growth of my business, Bean Goods. So Bean Goods is my brand that I've had, it actually started way back in 2011, and but it's been a full-time thing since 2013, so about 6 years. And it is inspired by my now 15-year-old wiener dog, Bean, and we make clothing and accessories all centered around wiener dogs. So I would say the number one thing that has propelled or continued the growth of our business is the longevity of it. So the fact that we started this as a passion project back in 2011, I actually hear Bean crying right now because he can't get up onto the couch. He's gonna have to be patient or really get those hind legs moving. Anyways, so yeah, the longevity, the fact that we started this back in 2011 and then have really been growing it since 2013 as like a full-time thing. You know, one of the number one things that people say is that businesses are not successful overnight. It really takes time, effort, and yeah, I think that that's one of the number one things that has really kept us in business and helped us grow, is that the fact that we have just kept going. And also, sort of tied in that, but not really, it's sort of like a little side thing, is how niche we are. And I never know whether it's niche or niche, but I'm going with niche. But the fact that we are so niche and we are so focused on just wiener dogs, and that makes it really a lot easier for us to find our ideal customers. It's really whether we're just organically finding them on social media through hashtags, or if we are targeting them with Facebook and Instagram ads. It's fairly easy to pinpoint and target our customers because we are so niche and our brand is very focused just on crazy wiener dog people. Okay, so number two. This is more of something that has actually propelled, like moved the needle a little bit faster, is when we finally switched to Shopify. So if you are on a platform that isn't really working for you, it's not giving you all the tools that you need, if you're in e-commerce, I highly recommend switching to Shopify. The tools, the analytics, the apps, everything, the integrations, it is the number one, I think the number one e-commerce platform for you to sell your products. This is a mistake that we made, and we started off back in 2011. Shopify wasn't around back then, so we actually started off on a platform that you might have heard of called Big Cartel. And it's mostly geared towards like handmade stuff and artists, but it was the only platform that we were familiar with back then. So we started with Big Cartel, and we were on from 2011 till 2018, you guys. So do not make that mistake if you're on Big Cartel. I really, maybe they've gotten better since we left them in 2018, but I really highly suggest moving to Shopify. since moving to Shopify, our sales have 100% gone up. We're able to see just the analytics, so we're able to make our decisions a lot smarter. And yeah, it is just, I can't recommend it enough. Okay, number 3, make sure that you are heavily focused on your email marketing and growing your email list. Right now, 30% of our sales come from our email marketing efforts. So if you are not focused on growing your email list and focusing on your email marketing efforts, you are really missing out on a huge proportion of sales. Okay, so if you are an e-commerce business, I really highly recommend switching to Klaviyo. Hopefully I'm saying that right. So since the beginning, we have been on MailChimp. MailChimp is very clunky. It's not very intuitive. It's not very powerful. And it is not built for e-commerce brands. We recently switched within the past, I want to say like 4 months, maybe less. We finally made the switch to Klaviyo, which is built specifically for e-commerce brands, brands, businesses. It's built for that. It's built for you. And it is incredibly powerful. The targeting that you can do, the flows that you can create. It also integrates with so many different areas or tools that you're probably already working with. So yeah, I have seen our open rates go way up, our open rates and our click rates very much so improve, and it is just so much easier and so much seamless. It's amazing. So if you're on MailChimp, I really recommend switching to Klaviyo. You will not regret it. It is worth the investment. Yeah, do that. That is a huge one that has helped propel the growth of our business. Email marketing in general, but I really, really recommend making that switch. And then also, this is sort of tied into that a little bit. It's actually like another one of those little side things. But another thing that we have been doing for the past 6 months, I think, is SMS marketing, text marketing. Oh my goodness, you guys, this is huge. I highly recommend learning about text marketing, experimenting with it. It is not inexpensive. We spend anywhere between $100 and $400 a month, but the return on investment is huge. And I'm gonna show you guys a little comparison here in a minute. I'm gonna show you some actual campaigns that we have sent out. Both, we generally will send out similar campaigns for our SMS marketing efforts and our email marketing efforts. And I'm gonna show you the difference because the click-through rate and the return or conversion rate is actually quite a bit higher with our SMS marketing strategy or efforts. Okay, so I just wanted to show you a back-end look at our Klaviyo and at our SMS marketing platform that we use, Postscript. So I wanted to show you that we generally will send the same type of campaign out for both Klaviyo and Postscript the same day type of thing. So let's just take a look at in comparison. For instance, we do these monthly adoption teas. So right here is our August adoption design launch. As you can see, the open rate was 16.3% and the click rate not so good at 1.7%. And from that, we got 15 orders with a total revenue of $579. Now let's pop over to our postscript. So here we are on our SMS marketing campaigns. And right here, you guys, is the same, this is the same campaign, just using a different platform. So a little bit different language and a little bit different creative used here, but also sent to a much smaller list than our email list. So this was only sent to about, I want to say like about maybe 850 people. Or no, it looks like it was sent to 790. Then, so we had a click-through rate of 8.9% here and a conversion rate of 34.3% and a total revenue of $1,062. So that's about double the amount that we made with our marketing efforts with our email. So highly recommend giving text marketing, SMS marketing a shot, and 100% work on your email marketing efforts. It is 1,000% worth it. All right, hope that was helpful. This is a huge one, you guys. And this is something that we've been working on for probably about 3 years now. We've been focusing on this, and that is Facebook and Instagram ads. I highly recommend experimenting, running Facebook and Instagram ads 100%, but I really don't recommend just diving into them without having any knowledge. Like, don't just press that boost button. Do not do that, because you're going to waste money and you're not going to be getting the best bang for your buck. It's just not the best practices. So first and foremost, I would either recommend educating yourself on Facebook and Instagram ads, whether that's through an online course, hiring a coach, or hiring an agency. One of those. I have done 2 of those, kind of 3. So I originally took a big Facebook ads online course that was it was a pretty big investment. I learned a ton, but the Facebook ads, Instagram ads course that I took was geared towards service-based businesses. We are not a service-based business. We are a product-based business. And those are 2 very separate, different businesses. So if you are going to take a course, make sure it is geared towards whichever kind of business you have. So after going through that course and sort of, dipping my toes in pretty heavily into our Facebook and Instagram ads efforts and not seeing the results that I wanted, I ended up hiring a consultant who was more focused on product-based businesses and running ads for them and all of that. And I learned a ton from her. And we're actually back working with her again. So I've done DIY and then gotten coaching, and I've done courses and all of that. And so I would recommend picking one of those routes, educating yourself, maybe hiring an expert. Agencies can be very expensive, so you're gonna want to shop around and find one that's a really good match for you, because it is such a big investment. So the number 1 ads that I really think that everyone should be running are retargeting ads, also known as DPAs. So there are apps. If you're in Shopify, there's apps where you can set this up, and it will, they will formulate, or what is it called? Yeah, I don't know. Formulate for you. And these retargeting ads, so say, I'm sure you get them all the time. Say you're shopping around on, say, Target, and you add a few things to your cart, but you don't check out. Then you will go to Facebook or Instagram, and all of a sudden, those products that you were just looking at will pop up. And sometimes they will be like, hey, here's a 10% discount code. And they work really, really well. And the ROAs, return on ad spend, are generally the highest with those type of ads. So if you're not doing any kind of Facebook advertising, or Facebook, Instagram advertising, I highly recommend at least running those ads. And you can go further, and you can set up like a whole funnel where you're warming up cold audiences, people that have never heard of you before. It's a great, incredible, powerful tool to help you grow your business. And I would say it's I think this was number 4, but it's up there on the list of what has helped propel the growth of our business. And I am going to show you a little back end real quick of like the past 30 days or so of the ads that we are currently running, and our ROAs, the return on ad spend that we are getting. All right, let's take a back end look at our current ads that we have running. So we actually just have these 3 ads running right now. We have a step 1 ad going to cold audiences that have never heard of our brand before. So we're sort of warming them up and introducing us to our brand, and it's doing really, really well. And then we have 2 retargeting ads going. We actually have one that's like sort of an upsell where it's suggesting other products that people might want to be interested in, that have shown interest in certain products on our site, and then we're retargeting them with an ad that is showing them different products that we think that they might be interested in. And then we have a traditional right here. So right here is like our traditional retargeting ad, like I mentioned before, of people who have viewed but have not purchased that specific product. They're getting retargeted. So let's look at some of these results, you guys. So actually, let's do the last 30 days. So you can go up here in your ads manager and do last 30 days. So pretty awesome results here. So for this retargeting ad, in the last 30 days, we've gotten 37 purchases from just running this. This is the upsell ad, and that's at $4.05 a purchase. And our return on ad spend is $11.53. That's really, really good, you guys. So for every dollar that we are spending, we are making $11.53. So as you can see here, we've spent $150 of advertising dollars on this in the last 30 days, and from that $150, we've made a little over $1,700. And then for the last 30 days, this step 1, which is targeting a cold audience of people who are just learning about our brand, this one is doing really well as also. So let's see, we've gotten 24 purchases from this in the last 30 days, and a little bit more expensive. That's pretty standard when it's going to a cold audience. So $7.28. We have spent $174, but from that $174, we've made $931 with the ROAs at $5.33. So again, for every dollar that we have spent, we've made $5.33 for that particular ad. And this one we just started running last week. So we just got a new retargeting ad up. And so it has not been running for very long, but it's doing really well. We've just gotten 2 purchases from it so far. We've only spent $8 and 25 cents, but from that $8.25 that we've spent on the ad, we have made $102, and the ROAs are at $12.36. So as you guys can see, this is a very effective way of doing advertising, and it's inexpensive, and the ROAs, or it's inexpensive if you are doing them correctly, and you can directly see how much this is affecting our sales. So I hope this is helpful, and I highly suggest getting going with at least those retargeting ads. Number 5. This is a huge one, you guys, and this is something that I feel like I've waited way too long to do. So we are a very, very small team. Literally, it's just Chris and I. We are working to hopefully hire some help. This is a mistake that I think has slowed our growth, is that the fact that we have not hired people to help us with all of the things. We're just starting to kind of figure out where we need the most help and all of that. But back in January, I hired a business coach. And that is because there's just some things that I just couldn't figure out what was going on in our business. Like, our sales were really great. Our numbers look really great on paper, but our bank account, not so much. So we just needed some help. We have been doing this a really long time, and what's really hard is it's really hard to see the issues, the problems, the challenges that you are facing in your business when you are head down in the weeds in your business, doing all the things every day. So I finally was like, okay, I really need some help. And I found an amazing business coach, and I've been working with her since January, and I cannot recommend investing in a business coach more. She's smarter than me. She has way more experience than me. She's specifically has experience as being a brand owner herself and owning her own boutique for like 15 years. So find someone who really is going to understand your business, understand the issues that you're having, and really just kind of hold your hand and get you to move past those issues, fix them, all of those things. I can't recommend it enough. So to recap, these are the 5 top things, and there's a couple little side notes in there that I threw in that have helped propel the growth of my personal business. So number 1 is longevity. Just keep going. Businesses are not successful overnight. You have to keep working at it every day, every month, every year, and just keep going. Number 2 is really focus on your email marketing efforts and growing your email list. As I said before, 30% of our sales come from our email marketing efforts. And then a little side note that I threw in there was try out SMS marketing. We have seen huge success from our SMS marketing efforts. Try that out. Number 3, I think I'm kind of jumping around here, but number 3 was Facebook and Instagram ads. These are a very, very powerful, and if you do them right, inexpensive way to build awareness for your brand. A great place to start is with those retargeting ads that I mentioned. I think I skipped around here a little bit, but let's go to number 4, which I think was number 2 in my original spiel here. But your platform matters, and if you are an e-commerce brand, I highly recommend switching to Shopify if you have not already. Okay, last but not least is number 5, and that is hiring a business coach. I cannot recommend it enough. It has helped open my eyes to so many things. It is really hard to see what's going on in your business and understand what you need to do to help you grow when you are head down in the weeds of your business every day. So I highly recommend that. I hope that this was super helpful for you. I'm so excited to be here and be a part of the Dogly community. And if this was helpful for you, I would love for you to join my community, where I am going to be sharing much more information and diving into these different topics, helping you propel your own business and really help you get to the next level, plus sharing all the mistakes that I've made so that you don't make them and you get to where you want to be that much faster. So if all that sounds exciting and great to you, and you've always wanted to start a product-based business centered around doggos, this is my heart. This is what I've been doing for the past 8 years, and I'm super passionate about helping other entrepreneurs grow their own businesses. So feel free to join any 3 of my levels of memberships. On the 3rd one, you will get an incredible value of, I think it's $59 a month, and you can work with me one-on-one on these different topics, and I will be able to help you one-on-one, help you grow your business. Thanks, guys. Bye.